Greetings, I am the MIDI 3000, an AI humo-sentient guitar-playing droid. I am the future. I will demonstrate the Parker-Fly Mojo MIDI and the Manson MB-1 standard. Please stand by. Interfacing.
Okay, I'm not a robot and it wasn't very convincing, was it? These guitars, however, want you to believe that this is the future of the electric guitar. So this is the Manson MB-1 standard. This is Hugh Manson's first official signature guitar, although he has been making guitars for Muse's Matthew Bellamy for a good few years now. It begins with an alder body and a bolt-on maple neck with a rosewood fingerboard. As Davis said in the magazine review, the general standard of construction and playability is extremely impressive. Powering the guitar is a Manson bare-knuckle MBK2 humbucker in the bridge position and a Fernandez sustainer at the neck. The humbucker originates from bare knuckle's powerful nail bomb design, so let's have a listen to that in isolation. First clean, then crunch, then high gain. You can also split the bridge humbucker with a push-pull control, so here's a lighter gain split coil sound. So now let's hear the Fernandez neck pickup. It's actually a single coil with an additional coil to create infinite sustain. So let's hear the neck pickup only. Now we'll switch in the sustainer, which in fact powers the bridge pickup only, but it uses the extra coil in the neck pickup to vibrate the string. It has two modes, and I'll switch between them. The MB-1 standard also has a kill switch, which cuts the signal to the output jack for staccato fun. I'll show you some of that. So by now you'll probably have noticed this colour screen here, the XY MIDI control pad. What does it do? Well, on its own it does nothing until you hook it up to a MIDI device, such as a suitable Digitech Whammy, or in our case a Korg Chaos Pad. The Chaos Pad is a box that affects and filters signals in all kinds of ways. By teaming it up with the MB-1's MIDI controller, you can assign it to do all kinds of things. We should point out that it doesn't come with the guitar, it's an additional purchase. Now, bear in mind that you can assign the guitar to any MIDI-capable effects unit, synth or software. That means you can do something as simple as manipulate a wah-wah sound, but we don't want to give you that. As you can see and hear, the Manson MB-1 Standard is an extremely capable rock guitar, long before you get into any of the sonic otherworldliness of the MIDI controller. Well over £3,000 of course is a huge sum of money for any guitar, but it is unique and it is built entirely here in the UK by one of the country's finest guitar makers. It's also among the most forward-looking guitars on the market today, as is the next guitar we're going to look at. Also reviewed in issue 324 of Guitarist is the Parker Fly Mojo MIDI. In terms of construction, the Fly is still leaps and bounds ahead of most. The body and neck has a mahogany core with a hard composite exoskeleton. While it might look like ebony from a distance, the fingerboard is carbon glass epoxy composite, and all told the guitar weighs in at an astonishingly light £5. It's just effortless to play. Powering this guitar is a pair of Seymour Duncan humbuckers, a jazz at the neck, and a JB at the bridge. There's also a 6-element Fishman pickup, and also the Roland GK Kit GT3 MIDI pickup and output. So with those three options you have standard electric tones, piezoacoustic sounds and synth access all catered for. Let's start with the standard electric guitar sounds. Here are each of the pickup settings, bridge humbucker, neck humbucker, then both together. I'm using a regular electric guitar amp with a clean to crunch sound, and as you'll hear the vibrato is very effective too. Now we'll switch to the Fishman pickup, which is going through a Yamaha AG Stomp acoustic guitar preamp. And of course, thanks to the stereo output, you can send both standard magnetic and piezoacoustic sounds to separate amps, then either switch between them or use them together, like this. So far then, we've seen that the Fly Mojo MIDI can do regular electric guitar sounds, pseudo-acoustic sounds, but using the Roland GK pickup hooked to a suitable MIDI device or a synth, you can sound like, well, anything. So you get the point. The Roland pickup drives any compatible MIDI or synth device, and that amounts to just about any sound you can think of or sample. I'll just reiterate that the guitar itself, like the Manson MB-1 standard, doesn't contain any digital sounds itself. You need a separate synth or a MIDI effects module, which is extra cost. Unfortunately, if you use both the MIDI output and the jack, the latter sums to mono, so piezo and electric can't be split. In any case, here's some synth and guitar fun. The Parker Fly Mojo MIDI offers an incredible amount of sonic potential, fabulous playability and impeccable build, and so it should at a shade under £3,500. So is this, and the Manson MB-1 standard, the future of the electric guitar? That's rather down to you, your imagination and your wallet.